Welcome to my second video on the Windows command prompt and the basics of IT. As I said before, the command is just another way to give your computer a command, and we command our computer to do all sorts of things all the time. For example, we can command our computer to make a new folder by right-clicking on the desktop, going down, selecting new, going folder, and we'll give this a name. We'll call it learning because that's what we're doing today. Go ahead and move this over here. And as I said once before, anything that we do in the GUI in this part, we can also do in the command prompt. So let's go ahead and open the command prompt now. Type in CMD. And based on my last video, people have told me it was a little difficult to see, so I'll go ahead and make the text a little bigger in here. Right-click Properties, and I think 28 is probably a good thing. Makes it a little bigger. Hopefully that's easier to see for y'all. So now you see where it's C, users, scrappy mouse, but right now we're working on the desktop. So we need to change directory into the desktop. And the path changes and now we know we're in the desktop. So this new command is called make directory. Why it's not called make folder, I don't know, but it's MKDIR, stands for make directory. And then we just give it a name and it will create a folder for us. So we'll call this learning 2. You see right down here, it creates a new folder called learning 2. Let's go ahead and change into this folder right here, learning. And we'll go ahead and open this up so we can see what we're doing as well and the changes that we make in the command prompt. We'll shrink this a little. And so again, the command is mkdir, and we'll call this folder Bob. And you see right down here, a folder called Bob appears. And we can do the same thing. MKDIR, Sarah. Makes a folder called Sarah. And it's a little faster to do that. I mean, you could also do it this way. Right-click new folder, and we'll call this one Tom. So, as I showed you, is anything that you do in the GUI, you can also do in the command prompt. Now, you might be asking yourself right now, why in the world would I want to do this in the command prompt? It seems so much faster just to right-click a new folder, and I don't have to open the command prompt or do any of that. Well, I'll show you why. I'm going to first type a command called CLS, which stands for clear screen, so it will get rid of all the history there, and enter. And so now it brings everything back up here. So let's say you need to make a whole bunch of folders. Let's say you need to make the entire cast of Sesame Street. So you could start and just right-click, new folder, rename it to Bert, do another one Ernie, rename another one Big Bird, or in the command prompt, to make it a little faster, a little more efficient, you can type mkdir, and let's do Bert, Ernie, Cookie Monster, Big Bird, and hit enter. Now you see down here, it created all 4 of those folders for us very quickly. So they're all right there. So a little faster to use the command prompt, and that's why a lot of hackers and things and other people use the command prompt is honestly for large tasks, it's a little more efficient. But one task that's a little cumbersome in Windows and a little harder to do and much easier to command prompt is to create folders. Let's say inside Bert has a kid. I'll go new folder. Let's call this child. And let's say, he's getting kind of old now, and his child has a grandchild. Folder, grandchild. And we'll go in here, and we'll say new folder, and what about a great-grandkid? Now you see, we go to Bert, there's a folder called child, and inside that folder is another folder called grandchild, and inside that one is his great-grandkid. Now that actually took a bit of time, but all the Sesame Street characters, let's say they all have that. So we can do the same thing in the command prompt. MKDIR, and we're going to say dot, which says for do this command in this current directory I'm in, and do a backslash, and I'll say Big Bird, backslash again has a child, backslash again, grandchild, backslash again, great grandkid, great grandkid, and let's say the great grandkid has a kid of their great great grandkid, great grandkid, and enter. So that actually didn't take too long to type out, but if you look in here, Big Bird, child, grandchild, great grandkid, and great great grandkid. So that's just a way to do some things that might take you a little longer, and the what they call the GUI, the graphical user interface, do them a little quicker in the command prompt. And that will be it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.